All right, number 3, I apologize. This is just some helpful metrics for you, and we'll fly through this one. All right, I know you cover this clearly in Restart. Optimal mix of business. Now, this next point, I'm not telling you to work listings. I'm not telling you to work buyers. I'm not telling you not to work buyers or not to work listings. I'm giving you some facts. The fact is this. When you have 60% or more of your business in inventory, in listings, versus 40% buyers, your time is maximized. When you increase your buyer efforts over 40%, you start using up time. Forget about being good or bad. You start using up time. And if that time isn't workable for you to reach your goals, you need to adjust something. The 60-40 mix is a great way to keep your time as efficient as possible. Can you do 70-30? 70% listings and 30%? Sure you can. Okay, you can go more on the inventory side, specifically now, which is a great opportunity for you, but you don't want to go past that 40% with the buyer side, or at least you're internalizing, I know I am, and I understand that it's capping my income. Okay, and it's a intentional choice. All right, optimal mix on listing inventory. 50% traditional, 50% short sale and REO. Did you know, as of Friday, the inventory as a whole, okay, 7,500 houses, approximately 7,300 houses on the market, 51% of those are traditional. 51% of the inventory on the market now are traditional listings, okay? All right, so when you start talking about, are we getting there, are we moving forward, we sure are, okay? 50% of your inventory should be traditional. It doesn't mean, sometimes people get confused. Well, that means I need to lower my amount of short sales. No, it doesn't. It means you need to up your amount of traditional. Okay, lowering business doesn't make sense. Well, I have 10 short sales. Great. Then you need at least 10 traditionals to match your short sales. I'm not asking you, hey, Mark, I got my mix down by cutting my business in half. Hey, good job. Okay? That's not the message. Take as many short sales as you can, but understand this. You've got to have that traditional mix so you can hit those numbers. Okay. Next, this one's simple. Listing price right. If it's priced higher, take a longer listing. Take a year listing. If they want to start higher, great. Take a longer listing so you're protected. Not only with protected in getting it sold, but the dollars that you're investing in that listing. Consider minimum commissions. I do a whole class on this called Making More Commission Dollars. I do it. I don't know when the next one's scheduled. If you haven't gone through that class yet, sign up for that class. Get with management, get with them, and sign up for that class. I cover all different aspects of making more money. Here's the essence on the minimum commission. What are you worth? What are you worth? What's the value of the work that you do? All right? And we really cover this in depth in this class. And I'm telling you, you will get different ways to bring more dollars to your bottom line and get you closer to your 300 grand. So sign up for that class. All right? Next, appointments attended versus success achieved. National average for a newer agent with some training. All right? 50% success rate. What does that mean? On every 10 appointments I go on, be it buyer or seller, you're going to get 5 of them. Okay? The other 5 you're going to lose. All right? A top agent will get 80 to 85% of the appointments they go on. Now, if you're sitting here right now going, well, man, I get 100%. Really, I get 100%. Here, I will submit to you, you aren't going on enough appointments. Because I'm not counting only the ones, hi, Mark, okay, you were referred to me by Susie, I'd like you to come over and list my house. Okay. Yeah, you know what? You're probably going to get that one. Okay? It's probably going to be an easier one. And if those are the only types of situations that you're putting yourself in, you are locking your business down from a standpoint and capping your income. Don't do that. We're talking about creating opportunities of people who don't know you that you haven't met yet. In doing that, you should not be better than an 80-85% success rate. Points of production per person. Each agent, including team associates. Sometimes I get this question, what should a number be? Okay, so you have a team or it's you as an individual agent. I'm telling you, to be in this business, you should not close less than 12 units a year. I don't care what the price is. Whatever your average price is great. I'm talking about in units, okay? Because units show skill set. In units, you should not close less than 12. So for those of you sitting here going, okay, I've done less than that, now you have a number that you can wrap your mind around and say, I've got to close a minimum of 12 units for the year. Of course, it can be more than that, but on the minimum side, it should be 12 for everybody. Every 120 contacts, okay, creates 1 point, national average. Again, that new agent with some training. All right, what does that mean? What's a point? A point is a listing or a sale, not a listing sold. A listing or a sale. Now, if you've got an above average agent, more training, more skill set, okay, what, then every 50 contacts. So that agent who is working on their skill set now can reduce the amount of people that they have to physically talk to, because those aren't calls, those are physically speaking to people. You can reduce it down because of your skill set and create that same point of production with only 50. And for those of you who are really consistently on your game, get the practice, your head's in it all the time, you know how important every opportunity is when you're really good on the phone, okay? You're really good face-to-face, door knocking, open houses, whatever the case may be, is however you choose to meet people. Every 20 people you actually talk to, you can turn into a point. And that's when you are in your flywheel, as they say in Good to Great, okay? Real simple idea. Let's say you want to close 20 units in a year. Say that's your goal. I want to have 20 units closed. All right, that meshes with my 300 grand for this example. Let's say that was the number. 20 units means you have to minimally talk to 20 people a day, 5 days a week. Simple. See how it's easy to get your head around that? I do want to close 20 units. So today, my MIT, okay, most important thing, like from one of the videos, that I'm seeing a lot of eyes that have no idea what I'm talking about. Okay? So that stands for most important things, okay? Your MIT is talking to those 20 people because I want to close 20 transactions this year. So in 5 days, I know I'm going to speak to, forget about call, door knock, I'm going to speak to 100 people that week, 20 a day, to hit my 20 closings. And guess what? Why will that number go down? Because you've increased your what? Skill set. The more your skill set goes up, the more you can push that number lower.